Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros. Hope everybody is keeping it and doing well. Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. More good news, Dylan, again on the Monday. Leeds United are just about to make their third signing of the summer. We're on a roll and it seems like we're just getting man mountains. Anyone that's over 6 foot, you're coming to Leeds.
Coming ahead is dead right. I was just watching a few videos of him just before the stream. Now, I did do a bit of research earlier on while I was in work. But you know yourself, reading something doesn't do justice. You need to see it. So I went onto YouTube and I had a few gitty gander gunder, as I would like to call it. That fella loves a challenge, lads. I can tell you that. And as us as Leeds fans, we love a good challenge, especially when you get the place rocking. And I'm actually buzzing for this one, if I'm being honest with you. He looks like our type of player.
Yeah, it's good, Dylan. I'm happy as well because we've spoke about it a good bit, and anyone that's watched Only Leeds Bros over the last while, even back in January, we were always worried about that centre half position because obviously Vauber was injured, and we were worried about Joe Rodon. You know, if he gets any sort of injury, suspension, you know, even just a bang and he misses a game, like he kind of goes in there and fills in. But it feels like now, Dylan, to have four competent centre halves, you know, your Joe Rodon, Pascal Struijk, Bijol, and now Bornauw, like. That's four solid centre halves in there that you have. You've also Ampadu that can sit in there as well, Dylan. So it's good news, isn't it? And it's like that we have two players now for every position, and we have someone pushing Joe Road on as well, so we could get even more out of him next season. So very exciting, isn't it?
Competition there. That's what we want. Anyway, that's what I want. I think any Leeds fans will speak for themselves as well. That's what it's like. That's where the game is going now. You know, it's not about sentimental or playing with your heart. It's about who wants it more and who wants to grab the jersey. We've seen it last season with Joseph and Pirro. Obviously, Joseph's still very young in my eyes, but I mean, kind of, you could say to a certain degree, got an opportunity and he just wasn't ready, which is perfectly fine. I still think there's a lot in him, but you know, I just love the competition. You said it yourself there, a lot of centre halves across the pitch. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be happy?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Let's say hello then to a couple of people in the chat. GP26 is here, says I'm waiting. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, we're getting things up and running. We're also live across on Instagram there as well, so trying to do a bit more, trying to get out to a few more platforms and stuff like that. So if you are watching on Instagram as well, make sure you drop your comments in as well. I'll be keeping an eye on them. Amy Clark says, evening guys, evening. Amy, Gavin James is here. I'll never get over it every time we just say Gavin James. I think it's the real Gavin James. Evening boys. Evening buddy. Philip MOT says, how are you fellas? How are you, buddy? And Danny Talks Leeds says, smash a like and subscribe, please do that. Go check out Danny's channel as well, guys. Make sure you're hitting subscribe over there. Evening chat and evening to you, Pair Legends. Thanks very much, Jam, buddy. A few bits that you sent on to me today as well about Bornauw, so we'll go through it. Stephen Bourne says, evening lads, MOT. we are. It's absolutely class to see. We're going to get into that a little bit more. And as always, guys, make sure you're getting your thoughts on the chat as well. We try and read out as many comments as we possibly can. So make sure you're getting your thoughts in the comments as well, because this is what it's all about. It was a good bit of interaction as well. Amy says, hi, Jam. You going to the Camden on Thursday night. Thanks very much for reminding me, Amy. Haven't plugged this one enough, but Jermaine Beckford, Tony DeRigo and Andy Cousins will be in the Camden Hotel in Dublin on Thursday night. Tickets are £30, so make sure you get down. It's going to be a good Q&A. It's going to be a great night out. At the moment, we're just absolutely spoiled as Leeds fans with all these events going on as well. So if you're around the Dublin area, make sure you get down to the Camden Hotel and support the event. It's going to be very, very good. Danny says 6 million. Yeah, 6 million and 5 million. Great business. We'll get into the logistics of it now. Zero effort gone into the new short. Very disappointed, to be fair, especially, and that's what again, we're going to get into the short as well, and then a little bit about Diarra as well. So loads coming in the show. So make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe. Super chat. GP, you don't have to be doing that, buddy. I told you the last time, you don't have to be doing that, buddy. New kit love, new players love, all YouTube love. I mean, what's not to love? I want them all to be successful because Leeds are successful. That's absolutely class, mate. And cheers again. Thanks very much for that super chat. Really do appreciate it, buddy. Thanks very much. Stephen Bourne says, I'll be there. So see you there, Stephen. We'll have an L point and an L. Chinwag, you monsters, I'm streaming about the kit in about a half an hour. Spoilers, not just doing a little bit, not too much on the kit, Joe B, but you will like me as well. So anyone that's in this chat with me and the stream is going to be redirected over to Joe B because he's done so much for us.
Is this the first ever Only Leeds Bros? What do people call it?
Redirect?
No, the other word that he used. I can't think of the word now. Someone, Danny, let me know in the chat, will you? Riot. Only Leeds Bros red. That's the one.
Only Leeds Bros red. So I had a setup as well for everyone to pop across to Joe B after this as well too, because he's doing a good bit about the kit, a lot more in depth than what me and Dylan are as well. So make sure you head across there and check out Joe B's stream as well after this. But Dylan, let's talk a little bit about Sebastiaan. So again, we've all these links, and every YouTube channel is doing it. We're linked with him. There's interest in him. He's coming to Leeds. This one just came out of the blue, didn't it? I think this caught us all off guard. When I seen it this morning, I was checking, was it like a fake account? I was like, I haven't heard this name. This just came out of the woodwork. So Graham Smith from the YEP dropped an exclusive. The Leeds United were just about to sign Bornauw for £6 million, about £5 million, and that a medical was going to be today. It was hard to believe, wasn't it, on a Monday morning that this just came out, because I wasn't expecting it.
Lads, you have to before we get into it, I have to kind of say this. The 49ers, they're doing really good here. I have to be honest with you. Now, look, I won't believe until it's signed, sealed, and delivered. I've said it before, but all the speculation, all that sort of stuff. But when you do have good sources, and as you said, they're going for a medical today, if you release it tomorrow or come the end of the week, at the end of the week, that's serious business from Leeds United. Brilliant, if you ask me. And then, considering the height of the players that we're getting with Jaka, Bijol, and now it is Bornauw, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeff.
And we've talked about that identity, Dylan, haven't we, over the last while, is obviously getting Nmecha in, Bijol in, and now Bornauw as well, all over 6 foot. And we definitely have that sort of identity going into the Premier League, don't we? And I think next season, we're going to have to be hard to beat. We're going to have to be not less size, have it easy when it comes to Ellen Road, like big, strong, physical. You want Ellen Road to be raucous as well. It's one of them where we seem to be going down a different route, because Bielsa obviously was very much, slick football, passing, move, speed, where it feels like this time Leeds we're going into the season with a bit more kind of physicality and a bit more oomph about us.
As I said, Darren, with the height difference is where it's at for me, but it is different. It doesn't feel real, if I'm being honest with you, for Leeds to go get these players. You're talking there the last few seasons, Somerville. I know Nanto's still with us, but you had all these kind of just small players. Now it's just kind of like we're building this big, massive unit at the back going into the Premier League. And of course, with Joe Rodon so high, Stroke is a big boy himself as well. Bornauw can play right back as well, as far as what I've seen as well. So that's unreal, man. That's unbelievable. So
really good options.
Chuffed with
really good option. So a small bit of a player profile here on Bornauw as well. So he is Belgian, 6'3", big guy, 26 years of age, plenty of experience behind him. Centre half, but as Dylan said, he can do a job out on that right back position, which we hope he doesn't have to, but he can do if we need it. He's going to be signing from Wolfsburg for a fee of £5.1 million, about €6 million, and it is expected to be a 4-year deal. That is the rumoured talk about him, Dylan. And Dylan, you've done a bit more digging into him than what I have, because I can't claim to know a lot about him. I have heard his name before at Wolfsburg when I used to watch a little bit of the German football. But you did a bit more digging into him today, so what did you find out?
Just from certain articles, etc., reading, as I said, there's only so much you can read. I got this for the people, but YouTube for me is the way, when you want to see a player play. I'll get into that a bit first. Watching him on YouTube, as I've said, he loves a tackle. And takes the ball and takes the player, which we all love. And lads, he scored a good few goals with his head, from what I've seen. From set pieces, the man can head a ball and put it in the back of the net. For me, that's a win-win situation, considering we're not great with set pieces, whether it's corners or free kicks. Look, if we get a set piece coach now, I think we're winning the Prem. Bookmarker.
Keith Andrews.
Keith Andrews. Yeah, so
when he gets sacked from Brentford before Christmas, we'll take him on as a set piece coach.
Literally, yeah. So straight off the bat, he's a 26-year-old, as we all know. He's right-footed. Therefore, he's more dominant on his natural side if he wants to play right centre-back. He can operate in the left side as well, but, yourself, it's nothing to be messing around with. If you're good foot, it's your good foot playing on that side. And he is a sturdy right-back as well. The defender has just completed his 4th campaign at Wolfsburg, where he made 15 Bundesliga appearances, 8 of them starts, and 3 in the previous seasons, all sitting somewhere between 20 to 30 league matches. Playing a lot of football. Yeah,
he was signed a good player. And as well, Dylan, what stands out for me most is he has 4 caps for the Belgian national side, and
Yes.
they're very much like Jeremy. They're very
Yes.
particular of who
Very.
they call up to their national side. They don't just hand them out willy-nilly. So there is a player in there, Dylan, big time, isn't it? I'm excited about this one. Is he going to be a starter? I don't think so. But as what I see there was what Shane says in the chat, is surely it's a replacement for Vauber now, and I think it's a very, very good replacement for Vauber, if you're asking me.
Well, for a defender, lads, and Joe B will probably correct me on this, he might have a better stat, but according to FBref.com, he won a whopping of 4.11 aerial duels per 90 minutes at Wolfsburg last season, which places him in the top 1% of centre-backs across Europe, Europe's top 5 leagues for that particular metric.
Yeah, class. Andrew says, evening lads, thanks for the updates, appreciate it. Thanks very much, buddy. Yeah, we try our best here, so I'll go back a little bit. Shane says, just shows, don't mean this disrespectfully, YouTubers are just clutching at straws most of the time. Yeah, to be fair, like, because what we said, Shane, is that we what's in the news and what's kind of being put out by journalists and articles out there, we obviously try and take it. Obviously, the ones with a little bit of credit in the bank and try and bring it to you guys and we try and discuss them. And it's not really being like, this is going to be a done deal and this is going to happen. It's obviously you just give the information, have a chat about it and kind of make up your own mind and your own prognosis about it. So obviously that's what we try to do, is bring the information. But I do understand that side of it as well, as that the 49ers, that they're working in silence big time. Now, again, against that argument, what Joe Blackburn says here, we knew Bijol was coming for weeks. We were more or less told. So we've had 2 sides of it as well. But
what about Tsimikas?
Yeah. We won't speak about that one. We won't speak about Tsimikas. Joe B will end up leaving us there. So yeah, we won't speak about that one. Stephen Bourne says, and look at the options that it gives us formation. You started this, did you? Because I didn't know.
I started because I just thought it was a good example of a comment.
Yeah. And look at the options it gives us in formation wise. We can go 3 at the back if needed, and it keeps Ampadu in midfield as well. And again, we still do have the option. Still do have the option of Ampadu as well, Dylan, in centre back if we do need it. Like we've obviously spoken about that. We think his better position is centre half. But for me, with Bornauw coming in today, it more or less says that Ampadu is going to be in midfield, isn't it? So it's going to be an interesting. And like what Stephen says there, I don't think he's going to deviate from the 4-2-3-1. But who knows? At least we can have that variety there if we need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
GP 26 says, when we sign a number 10, page 1 on the CV, can hit a free kick. It has to be. We spoke about this so much, buddy, haven't we? We're bringing in all these big lads. It's nothing unless you have someone taking a set piece to them that can put the ball in the box and beat a first man.
100%. And like, he can jump. Like, as I said, lads, I know I keep saying it. I'm very excited about this player. I really am. I have to be honest with you. He just gave me goosebumps. That man can score some serious goals with his head. Can put unbelievable tackle in. I'm telling you now, this is going to be a difficult season for Rodon, Bijol, Stroke. Like, if they all stay, of course. If we do sign Bornauw as well, for them, like they're all going to be fighting for a place each week.
Yeah.
Because there's serious competition, serious quality in these players.
Yeah. Don't forget to plug as well, lads. The Leeds Creator Cup is only 3 weeks away. All your favourite Leeds United content creators are going to take to the field in aid of Prostate Cancer UK. Tickets are only £7 for adults and £3 for kids. The link is in the description below, so make sure you get your tickets and come down to support us on the day. Watch me score a free kick on Joe B and see him absolutely lose his mind.
Watch me do an E-slide, but I'm not on the pitch. I'm just on the sideline. Just watch me do an E-slide.
One last little thing that I put together there today. I know this one has a little bit of a reading in it, but thanks very much to Jan for sending this on to us today. So Sebastiaan Bornauw coaches quotes what they've said about him. So Rudy Garcia, Sebastiaan is a natural leader in the youth teams. He had this ability to organise the defence and stay calm under pressure even at a young age. Stefan Baumgart, I think is how you say it. I'm trying to find the pronunciation.
I'm not even going to attempt.
I think it's Baumgart. Bornauw always gives 100%. His discipline, commitment are exemplary, and he has the potential to become a top defender. Anonymous Bundesliga skill. He's not the flashiest of centre backs, but he is incredibly reliable. His aerial ability is top notch, and he's got enough composure on the ball to fit into a possession based side. And Niko Kovic says Sebastiaan brings great mentality to the team. He's a fighter, but he's also someone who plays the game with intelligence as well. So when you read that, Dylan, that's a lot of people giving him very, very good praise there. And obviously, we can only go off the basis of what people that have worked on him, what they've said. off the YouTube clips if you haven't watched much of the Bundesliga as well. But it looks like a good signing, doesn't it?
It really does. Like I can't say it enough, lads. At the end of this video, 110%, see what you can find on them yourselves and watch highlights, because I genuinely think, for me, this is probably going to be an unbelievable signing. I'm very excited about this one.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Danny, see, what we're hoping is, come say the 88th minute when you could say 2-all, I'm going to just put the shin guards and the boots on, come on, and bury one in the top corner. That's the rumour.
You won't even get the shin guards on.
No.
Yeah, so all very good news, Dylan. We're on the move, and again, 3 signings at the door. Whether he's going to be announced tonight, I probably don't think so, because the medical does a lot inside the medical, so hopefully it'll be tomorrow we get the news about Bornauw. But 3 signings in the door, 1st of July tomorrow. It's a big week for Leeds United, Dylan. I think we might see a few outgoings as well before the end of the week as well. It's really going to ramp up.
Good luck.
Yeah, hopefully as well. But today, there's obviously been a lot of kit leaks. You know, we've had the one where it was the Lowfields tunnel right across the crest, and obviously that was squashed, and we've had a lot of concepts kits. But this one did come out today, and this is obviously the one that we're looking at as well. So for me, it's all right. It's a bit boring, Dylan, isn't it? Like, when I kind of hear the Lowfield tunnels, I may be thinking it was going to be like embroidered into it, like the way the Peacocks one with the box a couple of years ago. But it's very similar to last season's. Again, the thing that I change is the balls. If the balls were blue, I think it probably gives a little bit more life to this one. But it's a bit basic, isn't it?
Right. For me, I'm just going to put it straight out here. To me, looking at that photo, it looks like a child that's just coloured in the arms and sleeves and around the neck. Now, no, seriously, I'm not trying to be funny here. I'm not slating it. I do like it. It's okay. It's nothing unbelievable. It's nothing spectacular. Yeah. It's similar to last season, as I said, from the sleeves. With that being said, maybe this is just me going off one here. Last season, we had such a successful season. I'm not saying we need to have the same kit, but what I am saying is that same kind of vibe for the players, for the new players coming in, going into the Premier League. So maybe that has something to do with it. For me, that's what I'm going with. So, look, it's not unbelievable, but it's not terrible either. It's just an updated version of last season.
Yeah, that's what it feels like as well. Then, and I know, look, it's tough because there's only so much you can do with a plain white kit, but it just still seems like they just got last year's kit and then just put the Lowfield tunnel.
I think if they had to put the Lowfield across it, considering I know the one I'm wearing now has the peacock kind of thing in the background, just that kind of. I know it needs to be white, plain white, but I just maybe put a bit more into it, because as I said, it just looks very plain. There's a crest, there's the Adidas, and then the Red Bull logo on it, and a bit of just maybe spice it up a little bit. But look, I'm no expert. I'm still going to buy it regardless.
Yeah, let us know what you think of it in the chat, guys, because it does divide opinion. I did put up a bit of a poll on our YouTube account as well, and to kind of see to get the feelers of it there, and there's a few kind of mixed comments in it as well. So let us know what you think of the kit.
That's just an updated version of last season. That's it.
Danny Talks Leeds says, I prefer the away kit and the Thorp kit. The leaks that I've seen of the Thorp kit, it's like that. It's like a blacky, dark kind of navy colour, and it looks very nice if that is to be the one, and it has a smiley badge on it as well. It looks fantastic, but again, like, can you believe all this? I'm not too sure. And then some of the leaks of the blue away kit as well. We know it's obviously a throwback to that blue Champions League one back in 04, I think it was, and we've known that a couple of the ex-Leeds players have done a promo for it as well. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the home or the away kit. And that's it, Dylan. Like, it's not a bad kit. Like, I probably will buy it as well myself, and it probably will warm to me a little bit, especially when you see all the all white kit coming out on Ellen Road. It will always warm to you, but I'm really excited about the away one. Are you?
Yeah, the away one is, for me, me and you did talk about it. Our sister, Lisa, used to always wear it all the time, the blue one, if you remember. So anytime I see that jersey, it reminds me of her. And I've looked everywhere to try and buy that one, and I can't find it anywhere. So to get an updated version, it's definitely to be off the shelves. 100%.
Yeah, it's nice. I'd pray that Leeds United have a kit with the the Adidas original badge. Remember the all original one. Yeah. I'd be all over that. Anything with a Leeds badge.
It could be the blue one.
I wouldn't say so. I don't think. I think Adidas have like tiers.
Yeah, but don't they have to like with what you do with like Arsenal's kit as well? Like to put the cannon, don't they have to?
they've all the
Yeah.
retro kind of sort of program they have them. I think it's called like elite program or something like that they have. So, yeah. Look, I'm interested to see that with the away kit anyway. The home kit it didn't kind of pull up any trees. Like it's fine. I don't say look I hate it. I probably would be all over it though, even more if the Bulls were blue. And I know it's probably like, oh, I'm red, Man United. I just even think apart from that, put Man United to a side. I just think the red just doesn't go with it, Dylan. It's just not our colours, is it? So
it never will. It's the same with the red
blue. The blue
one
is
as
in
well.
there.
It'll never. The red white one was the same. It'll never go 100% with it. But at the end of the day, it's obviously going to be a good kit to go down in history because we did get promoted to the Premier League with it. So people, it's it's going to hold a special place in people's hearts. So just going to have to put it all aside and just take what we're given at this stage.
Ian Ward says here, until I see a Leeds player in it today, it's only a rumour. Well, supposedly, Ian, that picture today was taken of one of the newly reopened shops. I think it was at White Rose, I think you've seen. That the boardings aren't high up, so someone got their camera and took a picture in, and obviously that's what he's saying. And I think that is the one, to be honest with you, Ian. But we'll see. Obviously, they might be just putting feelers out and just to see what fans think. But there's a lot of it floating around, a lot of different pictures for it to be a rumour. So we'll see what happens with that. Gary says nothing special. Hopefully the away kit will be blue, yellow, and the third kit will be black and gold, lads. I hope so as well. I'd be all over them as well, Dylan.
Yeah.
Black as well. It could be so nice, wouldn't it?
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah. Stephen Bourne says, sorry Dilla, what jersey did you say that you were looking for? Missed that, might be able to help. It's
the Nike Strongbow one. It's Mark Viduka wore, to be fair. Nike Strongbow.
Mark Viduka wore it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, he's
always, as well as the other 10 players.
I know, but it resembles him. I've seen Ian Hardware a few times, but Viduka always stands out, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah,
it's the one we wore against Arsenal that day that we bet them to stay up. Remember, Viduka scored and Hart scored. That's the one. I think it was the 04 season. I think we actually had that for 2 years. I think we had that from 02 to 04, maybe 03 to 05. That was in our kit. Just hope our third isn't a luminous yellow black kit. Anyone else remember that kit? Yeah, that's a luminous for me. Any kit that has any sort of a luminous in it, where it's pink or orange or yellow for me, I just
is that one we were against with Arsenal where Terry Henry came in and scored? That one?
Yeah. I don't like it. Not for me. The reason that the home tops are like this is because it's the most used for TV. So for Red Bull logo, it will stand out, and that's why the away will be what everyone wants. And I think so as well. And that's my thinking of it today as well. Is obviously this sponsored us last year in the Championship. Now that's going to be even more in the Premier League. They're obviously out to a higher audience as well in the Premier League. And every single week if Leeds are wearing their white kit, the Red Bull is all over the place. It's all over Ellen Road as well. So yeah, you can probably understand from a Red Bull point of view why they're doing it, not just to make the Leeds fans happy, but obviously look at us being Leeds fans that we want. But I'm hoping that away one is what we're showing is the yellow balls, because it looks really nice, doesn't it, Dill?
It does. It really does. I think they will, lads. I don't think they'll rock the boat too much. Leeds fans are head cases. We're all head cases. Like, we'll just go off the radar altogether.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with it, but at the end of the day, the deal is in place. They have to promote their brand at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. Philip Anners says won't be buying it because of the red, and that's fair, buddy. A lot of people said that last year, and there was a few.
I said that. I did say that. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't buy it first.
And it's behind me there.
Got the away one first, and like the away one was just unbelievable. Like what a kit last year, and then I ended up getting the white one, and I wasn't too mad about it, but again, then it just grows and it just once has a Leeds crest on it, you end up buying it, don't you? But even in fairness, the third kit deal, and I said to you on Mighty on the stream that don't like it, won't be buying it, and then Amy, my wife's man, bought it for me, and now I love it. I love wearing it. I don't know,
I will say,
feels nice, fits nice, and all that. So
I thought all the kids were lovely last season. I have to be completely 110%. Not season before, but that yellow one. That just done wonders to me last season.
Yeah.
I used to going to bed at night and just looking at it.
It's unreal, isn't it? Yeah. So nice. Dylan, look, let's move on anyway to probably not a negative, but obviously a little bit of an elephant in the room. So Friday night, we obviously seen the news break very late on by Fab Romano about Habib Diarra going to Sunderland. We obviously spoke about it on the stream earlier on in the evening about Sunderland coming in. We were kind of seeing let's how it goes over the next couple of days, and then within a matter of hours, then he gives the here we go 35.5 million. what's your thoughts of it? Because again, to me, it felt like a bit of a kick if he was going, to Chelsea or Forest, and I think Brighton were in there as well. But to go to Sunderland, who arguably are probably going to be a relegation rival next season, feels a little bit of a kick, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, Darren. If I'm being honest, me personally, I know what the 49ers are doing, and if you want to be here, that's his loss. I think to a certain degree, you can say we kind of missed out, but there's plenty more fish in the sea, as you would say. So, yeah, look, it's disappointment considering myself and you've done a lot of digging as well as other YouTube content creators. And yeah, like it just went on for weeks and weeks and weeks where, it's getting close now, he's looking to do this, medical, just rumours and speculation as usual, and then kind of comes out with that, and that's the reason why I didn't really kind of get attached. So I'm not really too worried about it, if I'm being honest with you. Annoyed in a certain degree of, did we miss out? But then at the same time, I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. Like, we move on. The 49ers definitely have other players up their sleeve.
Yeah. Well, now, I think for me, then it was just because we were linked with him again for so long, and then he's gone off. I'm going to be very interested to see how he does get on next season. I'd definitely be keeping a close eye on him and see what he can do, and hopefully, it's bad saying, but hopefully he is kind of below par so we can turn around and go, oh, we've dodged the bullet there. But then looking from the negative point of view is that he's obviously going to be going off to the Afghan Cup as well with Senegal, so I think he misses 7 or 8 games as well. So in turn, have Leeds dodged the bullet there as well, because if he does come into the team, strikes up a partnership that, say, with Tanaka, and then we're missing him down for 8 games, like it's a big miss. So kind of have we dodged the bullet there? Maybe if you're trying to be positive about it.
To a certain degree, and no disrespect to Sunderland, and I hope Sunderland stay up next season as well as ourselves. But you said to yourself, it's going to be that club probably up and down, similar to ourselves for a while.
Yeah.
So you never know. When they go down next season, we might be able to snap him up if he is any good.
Yeah, we'll obviously have to keep a close eye on it and see where he gets on. So it'll be interesting to see. GP26 says, remember the last time Leeds overspent? Hint, hint, Ridsdale, Orta. Do we want that again? No, definitely not, buddy. And not for that money. I think that the shock was, I spoke about it with Danny as well. I was talking to Danny late on Instagram about it. It was the fee dealing that shocked me, like 35.5 million. Like it was massive money, where Leeds were rumored originally to be about 18, 20. Then it went up to about 26. But like that's a massive jump to 35, Dylan, isn't it? Like that's the bid obviously we put in for Munez of 32. So it's a big jump, isn't it? And it's a big gamble for Sunderland as well.
100%. And then you said now with July the 1st tomorrow. A lot of outgoings going the other way. It would be very, from me anyway, just saying this, it'd be very silly to see a lot of players leave, considering you don't know what's going to happen yet. And spending that amount of money on a player when you don't know, I can't say this on thing, but from your to your elbow, if you get what I'm trying to say. So, it's a lot of money, man. That's a serious amount of money. So, I think go the road that we're going, considering, getting players that, for example, Nmecha or whatever you call him, is they've come out and clearly stated that he's not going to be our top striker, starting striker. He's rotation kind of player. It's completely understandable. He's not going to be our A-list signing. So I think we're doing good business at the minute, lads. Especially if we get this one across the line.
Yeah, me too. Jam says here, we didn't know Diarra 3 weeks ago. We move on, and that probably is it, Dylan. Isn't it? Because obviously he did come out of the woodwork. I remember watching him a little bit that night. They played Ireland, and he was okay. He wasn't great, but he hadn't been linked with Leeds then. And then 2 days later was when the links came, and obviously played against England. So it was really kind of watching that day. I wasn't really watching the match, just watching him, what he does. He obviously scores the goal, so you're kind of worried, does that kind of put up his value a little bit? And then Leeds obviously went back in for it again, and it looked all the world that we were probably going to snap him up because no one was really in there. And then we heard all the links. Then the Forest was coming in. I think Palace, Chelsea were in there as well. And kind of said it at the time is, if clubs like that are coming in from it, it's highly unlikely he is going to come to Leeds United. Of course, we know ourselves, we're a big club, but we're not an established club yet. So if Chelsea is coming calling for you, you're going to go there. But then when Sunderland came in and he decided to go there, it makes you feel a little bit like, what's going on? What was the toy turner? Was it the fee? Did Strasbourg want the 35? Was it the wages he wasn't happy with? did he want a relegation release clause? So there's a lot of ifs and buts and reasons why this didn't happen, but ultimately it hasn't for some reason, and hopefully we'll look at it. We dodged the bullet.
We can hope for the best, considering, as you said there, it could have been a release clause or something to that effect. Maybe Leeds were like, no, that's not happening. We just don't know, and we'll never know. So, yeah, to a certain degree, I hope you're right. I hope next season, when you look at it and we go, man, we actually did dodge a bullet there, lads, to be fair. So, that's what I'm hoping for, but still a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be asking for.
Yeah. Take the fee out of it. He is not on 100k a week. There's a 40% sell on as well. Whoa, that's massive. 40% is massive. Diarra will soon be found out. He should have come to Leeds when we stay up and Sunderland go down, says Philip Anderson.
We'll get him next season, Philip.
Mightn't be good enough. We'll have a look back.
We'll wait and see.
Rumour is Sunderland tripled his wages. Too risky when it comes to PSR, and that's it, Dylan. Look, if it's not viable for the football club, we can't do it, Dylan, no matter how good they are. We can't put the future of Leeds United, under pressure, like what we've seen in the past.
For what? Why we did? Let's just take each day and each season nice and easy. Don't be going mad, spending mad money on players that don't need to be. Nmecha, for example. And I'm telling you now, lads, Nmecha will do this in the Prem. 110%. Boys, quality, 110%. Straight off the bat. Few players you can kind of say, I don't know, but for me, Nmecha will. And considering the price that we got him for, steal. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, brilliant. But that's what Dylan shows, that it's out there, and it was obviously, again, there's always going to be a section of the fan base that's not going to be happy who you sign. Like, if Leeds sign Messi in the morning, everyone's saying, he's too old, we don't want him. Like, there's always a section of the fan base that just aren't happy. They want Leeds to sign someone, and when they do, no, he's not good enough. And there's obviously been about the fee, £6 million, it's a bit underwhelming. Like, what are we doing? We're shopping at bargain hunt and stuff like that. Like, for me, Bornauw looks like he's going to be a squad rotation player. Vauber's definitely going to go. We needed to cover that position in centre half as well for Joe Rodon if anything does happen to him as well. But it's a solid squad signing, Dylan, isn't it? And it's, like we said, we can't be overreaching too much. And if we're like there, someone mentioned it there in the comments, 20 million on a centre-back pairing in Bijol and Bornauw, like, it's not bad at all. And if we're kind of saving in that department, we already have striker and Road on there, and that enables us to, spend that extra 10, 15 million more on a number 10 or a striker, a more important position. You're going to have to do that, Dylan. Rob here to pay Paul.
Well, exactly. You hit the nail on the head, Darren. And you said it yourself, there's still players to leave the squad. And only time will tell. We'll get money for them as well. I know with PSR and all that sort of stuff, but I mean, there's money there. We just don't want to be spending it stupidly. Like, that's for what? Like, what are we going to get out of it? Let's see what we can do with what we have and go for there. But don't be going spending mad money.
Yeah, no, totally agree. Carl Hennessy says an African player who most likely is going to be your marquee signing must be avoided until your established Prem team. You can't afford to lose your main man in a relegation fight. Yeah, I agree with that. And it's mad, that African Cup. And I know they want to go and everyone wants to represent their country, but to be in the middle of the season, it's just, it's mad as well. And like you said, your marquee signings is, yeah. Jam says, side before self, lads. We want players who want to fight for the badge, not the money. Very good, Dylan. That's the nail on the head there. If Leeds come and you want to play for the club, isn't it? It shouldn't be driven by money. So we'll see how it goes. There are some stupid fans that are blaming Farke from not coming. Yeah, look, it's going to happen as well. We obviously had the conversation there today that there's Leeds fans out there that came from me saying that Keith Andrews is a better coach than Daniel Farke. And it's just, look, some people just having an agenda and there's nothing you can do about it. I thought it was the Antiques Roadshow. I love the Antique Roadshow. Yeah. Sucker for a cup of tea. Sell Harrison for £5 million will help chip in for his taxi.
For £5, I will chip in for his taxi.
I want more, Dylan, though, for you, Harrison. Like,
obviously, let him go on free. I wouldn't even let him in the taxi. Time to walk.
But there's a good opportunity though there, Dylan, with Harrison, because obviously it's going to be pure PSR profit now, because obviously the length of his contract now as well. We obviously have him paid off. So if we can get anywhere, I think for me, probably 7 up for Harrison, like, that would be a steal, Dylan, wouldn't it? And like that to go to PSR.
I'd take 5. I would. It's 5 and good luck.
Really?
Yeah, don't care. I really don't care. New owners, new people in the building. Didn't want to be here last season. Take a 5 million or whatever it is. Like, don't get me wrong, we'll take as much as we can get, but 5 million, you can walk. Good luck. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Andrew says Gudmundsson left back. He will come. Yeah, Gudmundsson from he's at Wolfsburg there as well. So we've obviously seen him mentioned a couple of weeks ago. He does look like a good young player as well. Ulrich is there as well. There's been talks about him as well. So we're taking them off the box still and nice and kindly. And it's kind of like when you get one in, obviously, look, this isn't fully confirmed yet. It looks like it is going to be with the medical going ahead. You can more or less say that it is going to be a done deal. So next is, for me, Dylan, it's the goalkeeper position because it's gone very quiet on Mez, hasn't it? Like, it looked like Mez was going to go to Strasbourg and then it's just completely just died off, hasn't it?
Completely. If he's here next season, I know Danny's sitting there rubbing his hands or he's typing, getting ready to say, if he's here next season, I'm telling you, I'm going to lose it.
It can't be. He can't be. I don't think so, Dylan. Not for him. He won't be. Like that. That's the one that I'm looking out for big time. I definitely think we need the goalkeeping position. That's the one I have a keen eye on and who we're going to go for there. And I'm sure we're already shopping in them pills. But as I said, I think it's probably going to be Mez going the other way first. And then we'll do our business as a goalkeeper. But it's exciting times, Dylan, isn't it, now for Leeds? Look at the 1st of July is here. The kits are going to be on their way now. The lads are back in pre-season now. I think it's on the 7th as well. So they're back in, 6 days' time. So the ball is going to start to get rolling now. Premier League is on the horizon. There's players coming in the door. Like it's hard not to be excited and happy as a Leeds fan at the minute, isn't it?
I'm buzzing. I know you can't see, but my toes are tapping.
Wiggling.
Ready to go. Like, no, I'm buzzing. I really am. Like, it's great to see. At the end of the day, we're Leeds are doing deals left, right, and centre here. I know there's rumours, speculation. We've got potentially 3 signings in the door. Hopefully tomorrow, some have to go, and then we get more in. So why wouldn't you be excited? You said it yourself. The kit reveal. We have the thing in the Camden on Thursday. Pre-season starts, a few friendlies, and then obviously the AC Milan game as well, which is unbelievable. Yeah. So exciting times, and we need to enjoy them. That's something I've learned going through the season up until now. I need to enjoy it. Every little special moment in this Leeds United sphere.
Yeah, 100%. Dr. Cox says getting rid of Vauber, Harrison, and Mez will be some of the folder from the Orton Razer, and that's really funny. Yeah,
good luck.
At the end of that, isn't it? Yeah, agree with that, Dr. Cox. Well done, buddy. Get as much as you can. Maybe involve him in a swap deal as a make weight. Yeah, possibly, Ian. Yeah, possibly. You kind of.
What do you think, Dan? What do you think? I never actually asked. What do you think truthfully, for Harrison?
I think Dylan, like, realistically, like he's played Premier League football last year, and obviously, look, it hasn't been a good one at Everton as well. But I don't think there's any reason why we shouldn't be looking at probably 7 upwards for him, Dylan. I really do. Like, I can't see him staying in the Premier League. I think for himself, I don't think he's going to drop down to the Championship. So I can probably see him going back to the MLS, if I'm honest.
Would you reckon though, from him, because he has said it that obviously he wants to play for Everton, but it's clearly obvious that he wants to play in the Premier League. Would he kind of have the rattiness in him and try and stay here and fight for his position next season?
I think it's tough, Dylan, because like everything that's gone before, we've obviously had the conversation about it. Like, whatever you think of Aronson, whatever you think of Vauber, they came back here this year, whether they really wanted to or not. They were still part of this squad to get us back up to the Premier League.
But in the Championship,
if they did stay here, Harrison playing in the Championship.
No, but this was saying they came back to Leeds when they were in the Championship.
In the Championship. So they helped get us out of this division, no matter how much they were involved or how minimal they were involved. They still done it. They still came back here. So you kind of have to take your hats off them. For me, for Harrison, he didn't want to come back. He didn't want to be here. And now Leeds United being back in the Premier League, obviously that's where every footballer wants to play. I don't want him just come crawling back into the Leeds United team. He hasn't helped this club get back to where it was. And he was part of the downfall as well. So he jumped ship. And now that the ship is back afloat again, he wants to jump back on board. So for me, it's a complete no-no for Jack Harrison. Now look at Dylan. You have to think about this logically, and you have to think about this in an adult way. If no one does want Jack Harrison and he is going to be on the Leeds books and there's no bids for him at all, Leeds are going to have to try and integrate him somewhere. Whether they're going to play him with the 21s, who knows? It might be something like that. But then they're going to look at him thinking, is he too valuable? He's going to be the highest earned player then at the club if Leeds can't get him off the books then as well. So you're really going to have your highest earned player on your books playing for your under 21s. Like, I don't think we could all be silly enough to think that he would be doing that. So if he was going to be integrated back into this team, Dylan, it's going to take a massive, and I mean probably miracle status, if he's going to turn around his relationship with the Leeds United fans. Because for me, Aronson last season was bad. This is times 10, Dylan, for me. He really, really would need to put in the work to do it. But hand on heart, I don't think so. He doesn't want to be here. I don't think the club want him to be here. So ultimately, I think that we'll all get what we want.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I think. He was going to the Camden on Thursday. We're heading in, Shane, buddy. Hopefully we get a chat with Rigo and Begford. Will be great.
I'm on holidays. Point.
GP 26 says, lads, I'm from Belfast. We'll be heading to the AC Milan game. I'll get you boys a beer for if you're going. We are going, buddy, 100%. And you're not getting us a beer. We're getting you a beer because you became a member and super chats and all that as well. So we owe you a beer, buddy. So make sure you drop us a chat before you're heading down and we meet up with you, buddy. The more the merrier would be great. Milk Deadwood on Let's Go. Yeah, 100% says Andrew. Yeah, I'm the same as well. Gavin James says 15 million. Yeah, maybe, possibly you could have someone that will go in and say that.
That'd be nice.
Surely the clause, he's got 3 years left in his contract, and that's massive as well. Massive as well. His wages is a big one as well, so we'll have to see how it goes. He can help wash the kids. Yeah, get look, what's it, 80-90 grand a week for washing the kids. Yeah, no way Harrison stays. They'd let him go on a free. I don't know, let him go on a free, Shane. I'd like to get some money from. Clean the boots, and I'll be there, Shane, as well. Dylan, I think that's it for tonight's show. You want anything else to add?
No, love yous. Love every single one of yous.
Love yous and leave yous. So that's it for tonight's show, guys. Thanks very much for everyone that popped in. Massive amount. Over 85 people were in tonight, which is massive numbers for us here on Only Leeds, bro. So please make sure you're hitting that like button. Do us a massive favour, guys, and help us out there. And of course, hit subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying it as well. We'll be back again on Wednesday night with a bit of a video as well. And then obviously Thursday night, then we're heading into the Camden. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can nab Begford or Rigo for a couple of minutes for a bit of a chat. So hopefully keep your eyes peeled for that. But we'll let you know if we do or we don't. So again, thanks very much. Mind yourselves, mind each other, and we chat you all again very soon.